Good morning, everybody. It's Tammy from fightfromucoaching.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about emotional eating and how it can sabotage your weight loss. And of course, we all know how it can pack on the pounds quicker than what we would like. As I discussed with you Tuesday in my blog, emotional eating is really a big problem, and a lot of people deal with it. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of support for it. So I hope on educating you and getting this information out with you that I'm kind of helping you guys get through it if you are emotional eaters. And please reach out to me because I did a lot of research on this and I'm finding out things that I didn't even know that are absolutely phenomenal about it. So emotional eating is a vicious cycle, as we all know. It's something that we repeat over and over and over. We eat, we feel bad about it, so then we become stressed about it, so then we eat again. It just continues to be a vicious cycle, and after so long, you begin to see the side effects of that. And one of the really bad side effects of emotional eating is that excess gain of weight. It's, they title it stress eating, and there's so much truth behind that stress eating. So some of the things that can trigger emotional eating are stress, the daily hassle of life, if you have in a relationship difficulties, financial problems, health problems, just everyday life. If you're having a little bit of anxiety about what's going on in your day, that can trigger you to reach for those bag of Doritos. All of these lead to eating too much, which puts our body under stress. And when our body is under stress, as I had talked about in my blog on Tuesday, was that our body then releases more hormone called cortisol. And what that does, that increases our want for sweets and salties and those comfort foods and those junk foods, and it makes it harder for us to resist. So I did a little bit more research, and once you eat these foods that are really the comfort foods, then we have what's called a feedback that inhibits that activity of our brain that produces and processes the stress and the emotions, which causes the vicious cycle to repeat. So then we become stressed, and then we repeat that cycle of feeding our face. It can be a daily struggle, and I have to work each day myself to fight that urge. I am a terrible stress and emotional eater. When I get stressed out, the first thing I do is grab for any kind of food. And I'm not really a sweet eater, but I like my chips and my salty food, so that's what I grab for. And then I'll eat them, and then I'll feel guilty, and I'll feel bad, and then I won't eat it for a couple of days, but I'll feel guilty that I did, and then I just continue to repeat that vicious cycle. So I wanted to give you guys a few ideas to help break this vicious cycle and to help get you started on the right road to quit this emotional eating. One of them is keep a food diary. Take just a little notebook, you can get them anywhere, and write down everything you eat every day. If you are more conscious about what goes into your mouth, then you're less likely to put bad things in there. So just write it down every day, what you eat, and keep track of it that way, and you'll be surprised at how much you won't be putting bad food into your mouth. Also, tame your stress. Find ways to relieve stress other than eating. Go for a walk, talk to a friend. My biggest stress reliever and the most underused antidepressant is exercise. I do it every day. That is the number one reason that I exercise to stay healthy, but that is one of the number one reasons that I exercise is to relieve my daily stress every day. And if I don't and I'm a little bit crabby, my kids will ask, "Have you exercised today, Mom?" Go ahead and do some yoga or some exercise. I'm not much into yoga, but I'm trying to get into it a little bit more. My body just doesn't bend very well. There's lots of relaxation techniques. Google them. Breathing exercises. And not only will they help with your stress, but they'll help if you have anxiety too. Check those out and see if they help. Do a hunger reality check. As I talked about in my blog on Tuesday, is it real hunger or is it emotional hunger? Go ahead and go back and go to my website at fightforyoucoaching.com and check out my blog for Monday, because I list what is emotional hunger and what is actual hunger so that you can tell the difference. And then when you can tell the difference between the two, before you put that food in your mouth, take 5 minutes and really think, is this what I really want, or am I just reaching for it because that's a way to relieve stress? Get support. This is not an easy thing to break, you guys, or an easy thing to do. So call a friend or get support or other people that you know that emotionally, at some point in somebody's life, they've emotionally ate their feelings and it's caused them to gain weight and it's really hard to lose. So get some emotional support. Fight boredom. Boredom is a #1 reason that we stuff our faces when it's unnecessary. You guys get outside, get a hobby. Find something else other to do than to sit on the couch, watch Netflix, and eat food. Learn to take away the temptations. You know, it's okay, and I know most of us have kids, so we keep those snack foods in the house for them, but take away most of the ones that you can. Don't keep all the chips and the junk food in your house. It's not good for you anyway, so why keep it there? Remove all of that stuff from the house so that you're not tempted from it. But with that being said, you guys cannot deprive yourself of things every once in a while, because once you deprive yourself, then your body wants it more and more and more. It's like telling your body can't have it, so it wants it. So just do it in moderation and learn to control those temptations and keep it, you know, make it kind of like an even keel. And learn about setbacks, you guys. Everybody has setbacks, but it's the way that we handle those setbacks is how they really affect us. Instead of beating yourself up and repeating that vicious cycle of stress eating or emotional eating and just stuffing your face with more food after you have a setback, learn that, hey, it's okay, forgive yourself and move on. Remember, also, emotional eating is a very common, and it is an eating disorder, and it's hard to overcome. Find people that are having the same thing as you are, but with the right help and guidance, anybody can beat it. And I wanted to add at the end of my video today, guys, that I am having a free group that's going to start next Monday that kind of deals with some emotional eating and gives you guys even more in-depth tips of how to deal with it. And I'm going to have some recipes and some exercise tips. So if you guys want in, shoot me a message or comment on this video and I'll get you added. Thanks, guys, and have a fabulous weekend. Talk to you soon.